Endorsements is where your agent, Dom Pagnotti, will keep you up to date on all your potential partners. As your star power grows, your endorsement opportunities will grow with it. Consider contract offers carefully. While major brands are willing to pay big money for your name, they also demand a large commitment of off days. Time is valuable for an NBA superstar. Don't overpromise. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the New York Knicks. Looking at the last game for the Knicks, it was a win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. A win tonight would make it 3 victories in their first 4 games of the season. That would be a nice little run to start the year. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play with guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well,
hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a win against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, ran away with that game, mainly in part because of their offense.
Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Well, that's got to wear on you.
Antetokounmpo uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got his first 2 points. Rodriguez passes to Porzingis. They set the pick. Here's O'Quinn. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
Yeah, and watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Outside for Carter Williams. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Off target with the open look.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Damian Inglis has checked in for Antetokounmpo. The Knicks also changing it up. Robin Lopez is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Larry Sanders subbed in for Porzingis. That's good. There's 1:38 left to play here in the first. We'll go to Dorisburg. We spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. Doris, what's the news there?
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Bucks passing it around. Inglis kicks to Parker. And good. Got the Inglis that time as it falls. Parker's got his first bucket of the night. Freak dishes to Lopez. On its way from a follow for 2. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. They're the better team. I mean, they expect to win this matchup. We'll see if they can take care of business tonight.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Rodriguez goes in.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And both free throws good from Freak. Bucks leading by 4. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Carter Williams, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Down low, here's a Flalo, and a great assist by Rodriguez as that one goes in.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better be making some noise.
And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, it's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
They came out with the purpose of playing for one another, making the extra pass throughout that first quarter.
Guys, that is simply just good basketball. I mean, really good basketball. Total team effort out there.
Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. Greg Monroe is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Henson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Here's Rodriguez. And Henson pulls it down. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Knicks.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Good. Porzingis has got 6.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
The Bucks shooting reasonably well, 45%. Antetokounmpo passes to Monroe. They get it again. The shot's good from Henson. Henson's got his first points of the night.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Rodriguez against Carter Williams. Pass to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. The 3 from Anthony. And he gets it to go. He's got 5.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Carter Williams against Rodriguez. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. Down low, Henson.
What are you doing?
And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Knicks. And Doris Burke has some for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers had a huge game. He had 21 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. His coach called it a breakout game for him and said that this was the kind of performance they knew he was capable of when they brought him on board. Now can he sustain it, Kevin?
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Stolen by O'Quinn. Here's Porzingis. Good, and Rodriguez gets the assist. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
And it's Freak missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Carter Williams with it, out defended by Freak. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
A different look for Milwaukee. Plumlee, he's checked in for Henson. Parker comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Vaughn in for Carter Williams. And then for New York, Lopez, he's checked in for Porzingis. Thomas comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's a Flalo in for Jose Calderon. Passes it to Parker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
A lot of time they've been spending at the foul line so far, guys. They'll take those points all game long if they can get them.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really a better.